Good morning. My name is Xavier Kunrad, and today I'm here to give my persuasive speech. My general purpose is to persuade, and my specific purpose is to persuade people to adopt animals from animal shelters. The problem that we are being faced with is animals being euthanized in shelters. I'm here to persuade you all to act on the problem we have in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, specifically in North Texas and where I live, Mesquite, Texas, where I have witnessed it. I have some solutions from the Dallas Animal Services, helping the DFW area's citizens and residents work and solve this problem of adopting animals from shelters. I use the following sources for my speech: Fort Worth Star-Telegram, Dallas News, and Rescue Dog Adoption. For my call to action, I found a local charity, SPCA of Texas, in the DFW area that is working to solve this problem, which you can visit at www.spca.org. In many shelters, there are as many as 60 to 75% of all owner-relinquished dogs are adopted. That means, however, that 25 to 40% of these dogs are still being killed. Watachi was a rescue purebred German Shepherd found on the side of the road alongside three siblings who survived by eating roadkill. Once brought to the shelter, they were found to be filled with internal parasites. However, Watachi was adopted by one of the shelter workers and eventually became a registered search and rescue dog. He enjoyed playing in frisbee competitions as well as received high scores in obedience training. Unfortunately, he died at the young age of 8. This just goes to show the capabilities of animals that could be adopted. I hope to inform all who are pet owners, seeking to be pet owners, and even know someone with pets. You can make a difference by persuading people to adopt pets. This is according to the Rescue Dog Adoption book. First, let me briefly identify the problem for us here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We have a need for higher adoption rates in our area. From the Dallas News. Explain the problem or problems that are in your environment. Too many animals are being placed into shelters and not getting adopted, meaning higher kill rates of animals. The lack of neutering and spaying animals helps contribute to this, but so does the amount of inexperienced breeders. People who just bred animals to gain a single puppy but give up the rest or don't have secure homes for the other puppies cause problems. Currently, Dallas animal shelters are at 100% capacity for dogs and 134% for cats. Over 30,000 animals were taken into custody in May, meaning that if majority of the animals are not adopted, in order to make more room, they will have to begin euthanizing animals. Now that I've told you how bad this problem is, are there any solutions? Animal shelters can begin finding more creative ways to encourage people to adopt animals. The adoption of rules or regulations that make it difficult to adopt animals can be waived or adjusted. From the Star-Telegram, an example would be when they change their adoption fees and even their adoption ways, which I'll get into later. Now, another question is, do these solutions work? Imagine what it would be like if, instead of seeing animals rummaging the streets for any bits of scraps they can find, being able to see animals in better conditions in shelters without overcrowding or the fear that any animals not adopted will be put down under the care of certain shelters. It's a sad time for everyone seeing animals without owners suffering on the streets and the cruelty that they can experience due to the problems we are facing. First of all, animal shelters already try their hardest to increase adoption rates and increase awareness. An example of this was when the DFW shelters lowered their adoption fees to $10 instead of their regular fee. The SPCA of Dallas helped contribute to the solution by offering occasional free or discounted neutering and spaying of animals. This prevents a future influx of animals in the shelter. As I know it's not directly related to adopting, it prevents unwanted puppies from ever reaching shelters. The Fort Worth Animal Shelter lowered the cost of adoption fees as well as changed their policy of only microchipping animals. Many owners and potential adopters disagreed with the microchipping in their animals, fearing that it would be traced or have other problems directing to the owners. Therefore, they wouldn't adopt. In order to avoid this conflict, the Fort Worth shelters offered licenses instead of microchipping, and as well as dog tags for their dogs. Things people can do are utilize social media to influence animal adoptions. For example, if you know people looking for animals to adopt, you use your social media to promote shelters or even animals that may not be in shelters. Express the animals you want to find good homes in order to save a life. Offer the volunteer at shelters, and the extra help is always appreciated and allows people to take an inside look at the condition these animals go through. Getting to know these animals allows for an easier path to finding them homes with people you know, or even expressing the need to adopt. Look online at any of the shelters who have websites. All have a volunteer tab. And the purpose behind this is if you volunteer at a shelter and you find a dog that just has an amazing personality and you know someone's personality that animal would go great with, it makes it so much easier to help find an animal home and help someone else find their best friend for life. Now, 50% of puppies are born from accidental breeding. Most of these puppies are mixed bred as well. This means that they have a lower chance of adoption due to being mixed, but also contributes to kennel crowding. Today, adaptive animal adoption, these simple solutions, and where to go to get help solving them. This is how you can help, and this is how we can change this problem that we are facing with animal adoption rates in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. A simple action, social media post, or even volunteering will always help and help save a life. Thank you.